I want to ask you about like this whole like AI replacement
Mhm.
of jobs. Like a lot of folks, there's like this opportunity and excitement with AI, but there's a ton of FOMO and like fear around shit. Like, am I falling behind on stuff? Like, is my job gonna be replaced? Like, am I really adding value? Should I be doing this or should I be doing that? And one of the roles that's really interesting with this whole topic of replacement is analysts and specifically folks that are focused on like BI and reporting. A lot of folks think that like some of the jobs most at risk for AI disruption in like tech are a mix of reporting and BI role. And I think that like the front end dashboard and data viz part of this is already a lot easier and that the space has changed a ton over the last couple of years. NLP, natural language processing, is allowing folks to like interact with their data, like have a chat
Yeah,
experience. Non-SQL experts can finally like ask plain English questions to their data and build pretty quick dashboards.
right.
Um, there's a whole other category of like recommendations from pattern detection. There's like predictive engines now. I'm less convinced that some of these tools are going to be able to like help too much with the data prep and the modeling, the pipelining side of things. But what are your thoughts on like everyone saying that, analysts are one of the jobs most at risk of being replaced by AI?
Yeah, I think that's for sure. It's too much of a generalization, right?
Yeah.
Because I feel like that is describing as if analysts are only writing SQL statements and getting tables out and sending it to stakeholders. Where in reality, of course, there's a lot more there, right? And we all know it's like even just tell me what the business problem is you're trying to solve. Coming up with the query itself takes a lot of thinking work and communication work to even get there because you need to first know what you're even looking for, right? And then find the right tables and then generate it and so on, right? I think writing queries, creating dashboards might get easier in the future, right? And we talk about vibe coding nowadays, right? A lot too, where you don't even have to just check the code anymore. You just kind of do it with AI, and then you focus on the end and the overall bigger picture, right? Who knows where this is going, but um, that part is definitely going to be easier and less relevant for analysts, I would say. But then that puts more actually focus on enabling business users to use that conversational BI that you just mentioned, right? What I think a lot of people underestimate is if you expect a business user to use a chatbot now to basically get metrics out of a database, right? Then the table doesn't on its own know with the technical fields what the data is you're looking for. What it requires is the semantic layer, and what it requires is all of the contextual information captured in the knowledge graph, right? And that knowledge graph and layer needs to be maintained and defined first by someone, right? And this is also where my prediction kind of goes. I feel like that a lot more people of analysts, they will become translators in a different way. They're not translating data into insights anymore, but they're translating business language into table structures and semantic statements to enable then the business users to use chatbots more in the future.
Mhm.
So all of that is just shifting a little bit of responsibilities, but it requires a similar mindset and a similar skill set still.